guys, it's Lisa Marie with Cards in the Car, and I am back in my car, and I am so excited. I know this seems so silly, but I really missed my car. I miss the comfort of my car. I miss all the little safety features that my husband was so sweet to make sure I had. You know, I got kind of spoiled, the whole parking and all that kind of stuff. I just didn't realize how all those little assisting features help. So anyway, so I'm back in my car. I'm running a little behind today already because because I had to go drop off the car, and that took some time and swapping it out and all that kind of stuff. So I get back in my car. I want to tell you this story while we're waiting see if anybody jumps on with us. I get back in my car with all my stuff because I had to pack all my stuff into the rental, and when I got there I had to move it over. And I was like, oh, there's a Powerade in my front seat, and no one at my house drinks Powerade. Okay, Chuck might occasionally like it, that's all there is. Hey! But anyway, there's Powerade, so I picked it up thinking, well, I'll just throw that away. Now, let me just start with my car is not clean, but I noticed that. So when I picked it up, there's a whole handful of nuts and bolts. I was like, so I went back inside and I was like, do these go to my car? They're like, no, someone must have set them down working in between cars. But anyway, I was like, well, I guess I'll call you if anything starts falling off on my way home. So far, so good. So I want to show you a beautiful card that I made this morning. And so I'm going to show it to you now. And so we're going to use, let me tell you this first. We're going to use Everything is Rosy because we only have 3 days. 3 days. Look, I got to find the camera again. 3 days left to get Everything is Rosy medley. And it is, honestly, you guys, I so was torn in the beginning. I almost didn't buy it because I was like, oh, there's not enough time because they didn't do a pre-order for us. And I think that kind of slowed us down a little bit, not having a pre-order for demonstrators, because we didn't have time to like play with it. It took us a little while to kind of get into the groove. Some people jumped right in because they're just brilliant like that, but it took me a little while. But anyway, so I made a card this morning, and I just want to remind you guys, I will post the host code in a little bit when I'm done here, just to remind you guys, if you order it from me, then you will get invited into our secret Facebook group called, what did we call it? Everything is Rosy with Lisa Marie and Valerie, because my buddy Valerie and I, another demonstrator on my team, we teamed up together and we created a 19-page tutorial. It's an awesome PDF that we put together. Oh, okay, and Rebecca helped a lot because she made it beautiful. If I had had anything to do with it, it would have been just like, smack a picture on the page, here's some measurements, and off you go. Becca made it pretty. Hey Brenda, so to get that tutorial, you need to purchase the Rosy medley before it leaves in 3 days and use the host code. And then you'll be invited into the group where the PDF is already there for those of you that have purchased it. And we're also, Valerie and I decided that what we're going to do is we're going to, since we both made some of the projects in that PDF, we're going to post videos tomorrow and Thursday, I think is the plan. That could change. We're going to post videos on how to do everything in those tutorials, and we're going to continue to post samples and videos for the next couple of months. We don't have a deadline on that yet, but because we want you guys to enjoy this bundle. It is so good. I just cannot tell you how pretty it is and how versatile it is. But anyway, so this is the stamp set. I know it's more flowers and you're thinking more flowers, but honestly it's really pretty, and I'll show you. This is what we're making today, and I just think that it's beautiful. It came out really good. Let's see, hold it straight. There we go. I did that this morning, and we're going to use some colors that I wouldn't have thought of. I used my handy dandy little color coach that we made, and I think there's a copy of this in the files section of our VIP group, and you can print it off and laminate it and all that kind of stuff. But I used Soft Seafoam was the main color for my base, but then I added Flirty Flamingo and let's see, Mossy Meadow, and then I needed one more color, so I did, what did I do? Mary Merlot. So all of these colors on here work really well together, as I have proven with that. There you go. So I'm going to flip you guys down and quit chatting. I can chat while I stand. So if you get motion sickness, just close your eyes for a second. I'm going to turn this down and hopefully not knock it off the stand. Let's see. Hopefully you can see everything. I'm going to grab all my stuff. Okay, let's see. I have everything already cut to make it a little bit easier. Well, to make it a lot of bit easier. Let's turn this air down a little bit so it's not blasting. So I had to drop the rental off, and they gave it to me with no gas, so I got to give it back to them with no gas. But then I get in my car and I'm like, oh, I need gas, so I'm going to do that when I'm done here. What I'm going to start with is my little oval, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my words because I just want to get it done and set it aside. And see, we're going to do that and try not to lay anything in it. This I did with the stitched shape framelits. There it is, stitched shape framelits, and this is I believe it's the biggest oval. And I'm just going to put this about in the center. And hopefully then my steering wheel doesn't make everything move around. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and just clean that off and put it away because, well, I'll lose it. There's no lie in there. I will lose it. Peel that guy off and stick him in here. And I'm gonna grab this little flower that we're gonna add. Okay, I'm gonna sit this in my little tiny holder that's sitting right there. I need Fleur de Flamingo. I know I have 2 stamp pads open, but I'm not gonna leave it open for very long. So I can get away with it, right? Let's stamp this flower. Whoop. And remember, I'm using this hollow tray attached to my steering wheel, so sometimes I have to hold it up underneath. Ooh, I almost wore that. I hope I didn't. Okay. Peel that guy off and stick him back. And then we're gonna grab this. This is the little center for the flower, and I'm just gonna ink it up with that Mary Merlot and go right on top. How cute is that? I like got a scratchy throat now. I think it's my allergies. Sorry about that. And this little guy is just gonna take off on me. So we're gonna definitely put him back before I lose it. Stick that in there. So then we need some little leaves. Where did I put them? I must have stuck them on a block. Nope. Oh Lord, help me if I left them at the house, right? Let me see. Oh, there they are. They're photopolymer, so they're clear, and I couldn't see it. I was like, where are they? So I'm gonna take some soft sea foam, and I'm gonna grab a block. Stick this guy right there, and move you out of my way. I'm gonna add some little leaves to it, and they line up so nice. And so the Everything Rosy bundle is mostly Melon Mambo and Night of Navy, and then the Rose Gold shimmer. But this, I'm using totally different colors than what, you know, we've been seeing it in, which I thought made it kind of fun. Do something just a little bit different. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this little bow. I already made this little triple bow earlier. Let's pull him out. And I'm also gonna pull out, I have everything in my little baggie so that I wouldn't crush it and lose it. I'm gonna grab some glue dots and some dimensionals. All right, so I'm gonna stick my little bow. So isn't that just the cutest little bow? So I do have one of those little bow maker stands, and I like it, but I found the Bow Easy, and you guys in class, I'll have to show it to you. Maybe I'll bring it on sometime and show you guys in the car. The Bow Easy is even easier, I think, and my friend bought me one. So there we go. We got that like that. Because remember, that's gonna be our card. Look at, I've already made my bow a mess. I think I need to stick a glue dot up underneath the hem a little bit. There we go. So that it doesn't get all wobbly. I think because I was just putting it in the center, it was making it loose enough that it was twisting. So there we go. So now I've cut out these leaves. Well, they're little floral stems is what we're calling them. And I cut them out in soft sea foam. There is one. And then I cut one out in our vellum like that. There. So I'm gonna flip this guy over because I know that I'm going to position one like that. And I'm just gonna use my dimensional to go ahead and hold that. That's a good spot. And then this one, we're gonna bring up here along with my little vellum one. You can have as much or as little of this as you want peeking out. I'm gonna go like that, I think. I'm gonna probably go ahead and add a glue dot just for safekeeping there. I'm gonna go, oops, he got stuck in there. Let go. I'm gonna stick him like that because I wanted my vellum in the back this time. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some more dimensionals, making sure to add some dimensionals where these guys are because that way it will hold them down. I don't mind using a few extra on this because I want it to look nice and to stay nice. So we'll stick that one there too. So then when we go to add it on our card, it's all ready to go. So I'm gonna set this way over here so someone can remind me later what I did with it. Let's see, oh hey, who's on there? Jenny's on, Jennifer. Jennifer, I don't ever call you Jenny, but when I see your name pop up on there, it always startles me. I was like, who is that? So then I'm gonna take this Whisper White, and all these measurements are actually going to be in our Rosy, Everything is Rosy Facebook group. So I'm gonna grab my big flower, that's this guy, and I'm gonna stamp it try to make room here. Because I'm going to be stamping off, because I want to add some flowers, just kind of random. And they're photopolymers, so always press and hold just a little bit. If they don't come out exactly perfect, it's okay. Mine might be a little less perfect because I am doing it in the car. Like I said, this tray is hollow, and so it doesn't like give me always what I need. See, that one I pushed underneath it, I think is a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to have an odd number. That's just me. You don't have to, but I'm going to. Let's see. There we go. Even if it's just like that. Look, I got a little smudge, but we're gonna add a leaf there later, so it'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and close that guy up. Clean this one off so that I don't make too big of a mess. All right, and then I'm gonna grab, I need another leaf, this big one. Oh, look, these guys are all loose in here. Look at that. I'm gonna lose him. Get in there. Let's take this one. Yeah, that one. It wasn't looking right, but it is. This has some ink on it, so I'm going to clean them off so I don't get more pink everywhere. So I'm going to take that leaf and I'm going to use it with some soft sea foam. Alright, and we're going to add some of these in. And they line up really nice. Now yes, you could use your Stamparatus. Oops. But I'm okay with, you know, them not being precise. And actually, I'm going to go, let's see, which way should I do that? I'm going to go this way because I'm going to add a dark leaf in there in a little bit that will hopefully cover my little smudge up a little bit. If not, I think my oval might. Let's put you there. Let's see. There's that one. I think we could put even one right there. And one more. Beautiful. Close him up. Clean it off. So I am using our little half wood mount cases, and I cut my chamois in half so that I can cut it in half so that I have, you know, a smaller one to carry around with me when I do, especially when I do cards in the car. Oh my goodness, I thought I forgot the Mossy Meadow. So we've got Flirty Flamingo, Soft Sea Foam, Mossy Meadow. We're gonna add centers to those in just a minute, to those flowers, and we'll bring in that Mary Merlot. And then I just came in and I added these guys. Now you could totally like have a pattern to it, but you know how I am, you guys. Anybody that's watched me for any amount of time or come to my classes, you know I just do it. Look at, I covered it up perfectly. So I do want to get some of these going this way. And I think we're gonna get this one going this way. There's 5. Let's get just a couple more in there. Oops. Oh, I think I can fix that. Let me see. I'm gonna get my big head in the way, so hang on a second. There we go. Better. It's a little bit blurry vision, but you know, it's not so bad for stamping in the car, right? Oh, let's see. Hey, is that Linda? I think I see. You know what, you guys, I don't know if you remember or not. I'm sure you do. I can't see the screen except for a teeny tiny little bit, like I'm looking at it. It's almost like looking over the top of my glasses because it's sitting on an angle that I can almost see it. Let's see, we're gonna get rid of him and we're going to do our center in Mary Merlot. And this little dude fits in here pretty well. You can kind of, there he is, like that. And add that Mary Merlot in there. That side right there is ugly, so I think I'm gonna rearrange my card a little bit. I didn't realize how bad I messed him up when I did that. And these, you know, I am not about it being exact. I just want to get it in there for that little pop of color. Ooh, I just realized, is my radio too loud? I bet you guys can hear that. Sorry if you could. I mean, it wasn't anything offensive. It was just a little country musical, Blake Shelton going on there. So we've got that. And we're going to now attach these. And we're going to, I'm using my fast fuse because, you know, I love it. Oops, got a little snag in it. And it's gonna go on this piece here, on this Mary Merlot. And it's just a little 1/8 of an inch border, which is one of my favorites. And it's a little bit hard for some of my some of my class attendees to get that such a small border lined up sometimes, but I found if you move away from the white paper, oh, let go, get back in there. Okay, look at this is what happens when you mess up. You just peel it off, add a little bit more adhesive just to be safe. Tell him to lay down. Oh, we're gonna flip it over because we tore it at the top. There we go. So if you take it off the white paper, especially if you're lining up white on white, it will help. There we go. Whew, I'm like a mess. Let's see, let's grab the sky, which I also did flat, believe it or not. I like have a really bad snag in my snail, or my snail in my fast fuse. It's giving me some trouble today. I'm gonna layer this onto the soft seafoam. So we have the Whisper White, where we did all of our stamping, and then Mary Merlot, and then Fleur de Flamingo, and then I put it on soft seafoam. And let's see, we're gonna set that aside for just a second and do the inside. And I think for the inside, on the inside of my sample, I went like this. I just stamped their little tiny flowers that are in this set. I'm gonna go grab something from there. I think we'll go with those again. Actually, these are pretty cute too. Let's do these. I'm gonna pull them up. So I had to move to a shady area because it is 99 degrees according to my car here in sunny Florida. It is quite warm. Oh, these are cute. And actually, I don't like that side of the piece of paper. It was kind of had that wonky edge on it. How cute is that? I really like Fleur de Flamingo too, so that helps. So we're gonna go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this. Every once in a while, I think it's fun to go ahead and layer your inside piece too, just because it adds that little pop of color and it all coordinates. I could have done 3, but I thought that was kind of overkill, so I just went with the 2. There we go. There we go. Whoop. All right, and then we have the piece that I made earlier. I was wondering, could we go, oh, we could turn it this way. And then it covers up my big mistake. What do you guys think? Does it look okay like that? I think turning it some way a little bit different than the other one is kind of cool. Here's my sample. Here's my other one. Oh, he needs a glue dot, seriously. He keeps I think we are gonna turn it that way. I think it's kind of cute. Just gonna peel these guys off. There is a complimentary cat hair, I think, in here. Oops. No charge for those. Let go. I have a trash can in my back seat, so I had to reach around for it. All right, I'm gonna go. I just wanna make sure it's not hanging off. And then that's gonna cover up that mistake I made when I didn't stamp it well. And I kind of like it like that. Cute. All right, so then I'm gonna take, because I have to add a little bit of embellishment to it. I have my pearls and I have my Fleur de Flamingo dark blend. Oh, look at another cat hair. That cat. And I'm just gonna color a few of these. Probably 5, because I like odd numbers for doing this. And I know I have one in here. There it is. So we're gonna grab these. I'm just using my paper piercing tool. I should be using my take your pick, but I didn't bring it. That's okay. Versatility, right? We can use many different things to get the job done. There we go. Let's put one over here. And we need one more. And I'm kind of thinking he's gonna go there. That is so pretty. And then I brought the Winkastella because, well, everything looks better with a little bit of wink, right? And I went in, ooh, this has a little bit of pink on my wink. So that leaf up there has a little pink, that's okay. I must have colored this guy in on the other one. I'm just gonna move it around a little bit. Not looking for precision because it will, you'll end up smearing it. See, there's a little bit of pink on there. You could do the centers and it'll fill in just a little bit. Because it's alcohol based, it's going to move the ink, so do be careful when you're doing this so that you don't accidentally end up with smearing your color everywhere. Like up there. There we go. So there it is. there is the 2 cards. I made one this morning and one just now for you guys. That's the Everything Rosy. I'm gonna move you up so if you get motion sickness, hang on. Here we go. All right, hey guys. Hey Linda. Hey Jenny. So anyway, so that is what I did this morning for you guys. I wanted to share it with you. Those of you that are in the Everything is Rosy with Lisa Marie and Valerie group, I will be posting the instructions for this later, all the measurements and stuff. If you've been thinking about, do I really need Everything is Rosy? Do I really want it? Do I need another flower set? I'm just gonna say probably, because it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Linda has it and she really likes it. She said it was pretty too. I do have a spare one at the house. I don't know why I ordered 2, but I did. I got excited. So if anybody needs one right away, I have one. And let's see what else. The last chance stuff is coming up really, really fast too, because that goes only until, oh, I don't want to tell you the wrong date. I'm not even going to tell you the date, because the new catalog launches on June 4th, so I'm pretty sure you have till June 3rd to do everything. So don't wait on those papers and things. Tons of things are selling out super, super fast. I do want to share with you, this is our Everything is Rosy PDF, and look at all of these pages. All of these things have lovely, lovely, where's it at? Projects with the measurements, some little fun tips and tricks and how to get things done, how to make like shimmer mist, lots of fun things. But anyway, you guys, thanks so much for jumping on with Cards in the Car with me, and I will see you guys again soon. And if you guys need anything, let me know. And if you don't have a demonstrator, we'd love to have you join us. We are stampwithlisamarie.com, or you can do lisamariesmith.stampinup.net to shop, or you can send me a message on Facebook and I will add you to a group. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I'm gonna go check on my girl and I'm gonna go put gas in my car. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.